What's up, everybody? This is Maximilian Tjiong, and today we'll be playing Madden 21 on Xbox. And before we get started, it's week 16. We're gonna go visit Detroit and face the Lions for good, and then we'll be back to home sweet home in Tampa Bay. But yeah, without further ado, here's the current status for right now. Alright then, without further ado, let's go straight to Madden 21. Alright guys, I just came in with a crazy idea. I need Tom Brady to rush over 100 yards and get at least one rushing touchdown. Yeah, I know, it's just straight out of the ordinary.
16th of the NFL on
EA Sports. Woo!
The holiday
Pump
season is upon us.
to go against the Lions.
To the NFL as we're underway here in week 16.
Pretty sure we could do that.
We're taking about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Look at him,
Always
he's
fun
Tom
to
Brady.
get a peek
There's
at
Tom
Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Brandon, there's 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so you know the pressure is ramped up in so many ways. People have to win games, try and get their bonuses, the whole deal. But how about trying to close out an MVP award?
Just 2 weeks to go. There has to be a lot of pressure, though. We've talked about that in previous weeks, sitting on his shoulder.
Try not to get Tom Brady.
All he wants about, I don't listen to
This is
that,
a
and there's
pretty
no
good
pressure.
man.
All we're doing is trying to win games.
No
He
offense.
knows, we all know, he's been the one who's been leading the pack. Let's see if he can close it out.
Rolling to his right. And that's complete. It's
Ooh,
Chris
ooh,
Godwin.
ooh.
He's got space. And he makes it all
Whoa.
the 13-yard
Man, he broke lots of tackles.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's taken down at the 7 after a
21
gain of
yards,
7.
not bad.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
Go.
20 points
Cut.
scored gives yourself
What?
You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Buying time to his left. And he's
Touchdown, Tom Brady.
Touchdown.
To be honest,
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs
see
take
that.
the ball down the field and score on their
see Tom Brady
opening
could
drive.
survive a
I'd have to say we're all a little
game
bit
by
surprised
only
there
running.
because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect.
Oh my God, look at the
But
Lions.
here, he found all of his guys
Would you
going.
rather
He said,
have
"Why not?"
about what?
And by the way, if that doesn't fire
A
up your team, you see
defense?
the
Would
veteran
you?
like that,
Who's
risking his
gonna
body
win?
for
A
the touchdown?
45-year-old
I don't know what
quarterback
will.
or
Following the touchdown now,
a
it's Bradley
defense, an
Pinion on
entire
to kick this
football
one
team
away.
defense?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take
Yeah,
a seat
yeah,
in
that's
the
a
drive when we
touchback.
get at the 25-yard line.
Well, what happened to the logo on their other head? Did they just remove it or what?
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard
Man,
line.
there's a lot of linemen there.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
At the 36-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He lost the
Oh,
football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
oh, wow, man, my boy.
Able
My.
to fall on it, but look look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to
Oh
retain
my God.
possession. That was big for them.
Well,
And he'll be
I mean,
brought
it's
down right at
4th
the
and
30
something
here.
long. 4th and
They
16.
get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
We
by all
barely have
means.
any X factors,
And the
come to
win
think
last
of
week
it.
punted 4 times as this one's away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Oh, that's not good.
On the return. The Bucs take
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Jared Davis on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
7-yard pickup. Not bad for Tom Brady.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that one is
Incomplete.
And it also concludes quarter number 1. 1 quarter down, 8-0 to score.
Lions nothing.
Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
He'll try and run it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's 7 yards.
They brought
Man,
the
I'm
blitz
really
that
proud.
time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He may try and run for this.
Oh.
He's got the first down.
I was pressing the sprint button, but
A strong 8 yards
well,
will
if
keep
that
this
doesn't work.
drive rolling.
And the Buccaneer first down.
From midfield, here's Brady.
oh,
This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now after the completion, we're
Yes.
going to timeout, an injured player.
yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
I pressed X, man.
Pressure, he's brought down.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Oh my God.
This throw caught left side. You like this?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
O.J. Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers
Well,
here
you know what this
finding a
means.
way to stretch their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
So
Back on the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it is...
Whoa!
Brings him down.
Again, man, could have been on fire.
That is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker,
Touchdown! Oh my God, the audience is getting so loud.
Buccaneer TD.
Oh my
Now
God.
remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out.
How they won 6 games?
It's their third drive now.
They
And
said
so
it
far
goes
we've seen a
6 and
punt
8,
in that
so.
second drive CD. They turned the ball over, so not the start that they were
Ooh.
envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
On second down now. It's Johnson.
2 minutes.
Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Oh, could have been an interception, and I think I should have.
Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15.
Ooh.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Fighting to stay up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
This is not been going good.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end,
The Buccaneers now look like a joke.
Yeah, winds up getting
Or
tackled
not.
for the loss. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, this
What's
is
going
not,
on?
it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut? Or
Touchdown, O.J. Howard.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
On for the point.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Or not.
The conversion is no good on the fake
I
extra.
have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
At their own
Yeah, we're
25-yard
definitely.
line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play.
Oh, yes, he dropped. Oh, my God.
Just how much they trust their guys
Wow.
in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they can defend here on third down.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here comes the Lions punter now. All right, hang on.
Oh, well, it's halftime. So let's go to it.
With the score, Buccaneers 26, Lions nothing.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw.
Oh my God! Look at that! It's a swarming.
Pierre Paul, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford.
Ooh.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Incomplete.
It's going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taking it about the 36. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And he's able to break.
Man, we're really struggling here on offense, to be honest.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Brady on the move. And he's going to have to eat this.
No!
Was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Sliding out of the pocket. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. The throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Oh, no.
This is going to depend on the...
Yes!
It's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
You kidding me? They're going to go for the 50-yard field goal?
On that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Stafford to his tight end, James. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not this.
Oh my God!
Stafford puts it on the ground.
much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Incomplete.
Stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is not good. We're losing again. Oh.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
All right, Tom Brady. No more rushing, unfortunately.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Oh.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll run with a late signee in Bucs camp. It's Leonard Fournette. Fights through, and now a crease.
Whoa! Wow, Lamar Fournette.
23-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it.
Woo!
It's a 9-yard pickup.
Tom Brady, 74 yards. Not bad.
3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down.
He's not injured, right? Yes, good.
A good
God.
decision in the
Good.
end. Pull it
He's
and
not
run,
injured.
gets him 9 yards in a 1st. Now they'll throw with Brady. Escaping the pressure right. The Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll
Touchdown, Leonard Fournette.
Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught.
Boom.
So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Let's go.
Shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Could have taken the knee, and I think he should have took the knee.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the
No! No! Oh man, we were so close.
These guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They'll try to
Touchdown, Leonard Fournette.
Gonna score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence.
42-3.
It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
For Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone.
Finally, he takes a touchdown. Well, I mean, he's been doing that all game.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the
Ready for
folks
another
here had
fumble,
hoped that maybe
Matthew
this home
Stafford?
atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
Oh my God!
On the other side of this one. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's second and
Just
4
about every
here.
quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Incomplete. Where is he even
Nice
from?
play for the offense.
The Lions on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. They'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And a nice spin into some open field. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
The Buccaneer first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Fournette.
Well, that's a first down.
Down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot.
And he will get
Touchdown, Leonard Fournette.
Another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
He does not pass the 25-yard.
25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Lions take over
Oh.
1st and 10 at their own 23.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
Man, he's just hanging on to the ball for dear life now.
And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Oh my God, did he catch it?
Build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Incomplete.
Over the middle, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh my God.
Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Buccaneers have it.
Ooh, yeah. One more time, guys.
And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Boom!
So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe.
So, that's all for this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, press subscribe button. This is Maximilian Tjiong. See you next time. And here's the current standing for right now. Alright, this is Maximilian Tjiong. See you next time.